Okay guys, got a good 2 or 3 pounder on the big boy baits Kermit. We had to run away from the lake because it's so dark right now. I caught that fish on a jet black Kermit, guys. Check that thing out. That's a real good fish. For this lake, you don't catch topwater fish a lot. It's mainly a swim jig, square bill lake. Check that guy out, guys. Big boy baits Kermit doing work. Order at bigboybaitco.com. We're gonna get some more fish to you guys, and thanks for watching. Okay guys, got another 1.5 pound fish. Not as big as the last one, but man, these bullocks are coming right at shore. They're following that Kermit up all the way. They're following that shadow against that blue sky that's starting to form. What they're doing is they're just following all the way up, cramming it at shore. It's awesome. You guys gotta get some of your hands on some of these baits. Big boy baits Kermit and jet black. Thanks guys.
Hey guys, just caught this pound fish on a drop shot on the prototype Cosmic Chameleon big boy bait. We were drop shotting right here around this cover, about 10 feet of water, and I mean it's a pretty good fish.
Yeah, pound and a half.
Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Show us that worm. See that little drop shot weight? And there's the bait. There's a little 4-inch prototype worm. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Hey guys, just caught this little tiny dink on a copper's frog. And we're fishing pretty much, there's all milfoil right here and there's just one deep section. And we're just flipping to it. Alright guys, we're gonna get the release.
You gotta throw them all the way back there, because right here, I'll let you take a look at this. Stuff's nasty, guys. Can't even run a motor. Just paddling. So, we gotta throw them all the way back there. But this is what we're fishing. Pretty good sized lake. All milfoil. Seen a couple giants, so we're gonna get back with you. Okay guys, back in the bass lab today. Haven't done a hand porn video in a while, but I wanted to do this. This is a new prototype drop shot worm, and this is a couple other baits, but I'm not going to be pouring those. I'm going to be pouring the drop shot worm, the Cosmic Chameleon. We're getting ready for a trip coming up to Mountain Park Lake. It's a medium-sized lake, and so I'm going to cook up some drop shot worms and Cosmic Chameleon for you. Let me get that cooking real quick, but basically what I wanted to talk about was this worm right here. As you can see, there's 2 of them. One's a little small worm, about that big. One's a big worm, a little bit bigger than 6 inches. They're 2 perfect little baits. Sometimes you want a bigger worm for a little bit more action. You know, a lot less. What I like to call flop in the bait is when you jiggle that drop shot and that bait flops. With the smaller baits, you don't get as much flop. You get more of a quiver. Some people think it doesn't matter between the flop and the quiver, but I really do. I really think it does matter to the fish. And pink, my version of a bubblegum color is my Cosmic Chameleon. So what I like to do, I always like the bubblegum. But what I do is I don't think I have one laying around. I do not actually. I use a red standout hook. You can check it out. It's this cool little hook. And just check it out on the internet. It's specially made for drop shotting, but it's blood red, and it actually blends in a lot with the worm. You wouldn't want to use, say, a blood red hook with a very natural light teal or any kind of fruity type color if it's not the pink, because then it just stands out. But with the pink, the blood red blends in just a little bit more. This color is Cosmic Chameleon. These 2 baits right here are prototypes. Working on getting them in injection form. By the way guys, I'm going to all injection, but here's the catch. I'm going to be designing and cutting my own molds. I'm going to have somebody do it for me. And I'm going to design the baits on the computer. So they're going to be perfectly symmetrical. I'm in the process of converting most of my other baits, most of my old Clay Masters, into injection molds. So that's coming. That's going to be pretty big. That's gonna step me up pretty big, but I'll still hand pour every once in a while, like right now. Just pour the small one. Start on the big one. Cosmic Chameleon's a real cool color. I love the thing. I love it for sticks. Love it for all kinds of stuff. There's the color right there. It's just it's a more natural pink. It's not stand out there like a bubble gum. It's more natural pink with white flake, gunmetal flake, black flake, and also translucent pink flake. It's a real cool color. So I'm gonna get back to you guys when this bait cools down, and we'll trim it up. I dip the heads in it for extra durability, and I'll show you what they look like. Thanks. Okay, guys, trim the worms up. As you can see, that's how they are. That's how they came out. It's just not super thin, but it's a pretty thin worm, especially made for drop shotting. But don't get me wrong, guys. This worm right here is perfect for shaky heads, perfect for wacky rigs, perfect for drop shot, perfect for weightless. It's a cool worm, guys. This is my new double F formula. The reason it's called double F is I was just gonna call it finesse formula, but double F, a little bit more edgy. But it's super soft. Like my other formula, it's super soft. My main formula for all my other baits, or most of my other baits, but this is just incredibly soft. The way that it sets up in the mold is just, I mean, you can't even beat this. You could just, you could do anything you want. It's just so soft. Look how much I can twist it. You got to get your stuff. You got to get your hands on some of these to really understand and take appreciation for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up for 1 more minute, and then what I like to do is I dip the heads of the bait where you hook it with a drop shot. The main action of the drop shot is initiated in the tail. That tail is quivering. That's what really provides most of the action. So dipping the head doesn't really do anything to the action of the bait, but what it does is stiffen up the head, make it more durable, catch more fish. That's the basis of dipping the heads. I dip it in the same color. If you order watermelon, I'm going to dip the head in watermelon. It's going to look exactly the same. It's just going to be a little bit thicker in the head. Hold on to more fish, and it's going to catch more fish and be more durable. Put more fish in the boat, basically. So I'll go through that process with you right now. Just heating up the Cosmic Chameleon one more time. Clear this out. Get ready to dip these heads in here. Make them super durable. Alright. Cosmic Chameleon is heated. Stir it up just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it, dip it to right there, let it drain off. Take this one, dip it to right there, let that drain off. That pretty much covers the whole basis of where you're going to put your hook, whether you Texas rig it or you just open hook rig it with an octopus hook or a specialized drop shot hook such as the standout hook. Just let them drain out, nice and dry, and when they're dry you just lay them down on a flat cold surface. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm just laying it down on a flat cold surface so that they can just dry perfectly and evenly. And that'll only take just a minute just to form up. About the scents, guys, scents is a giant player in the drop shot game. I can do all kinds of stuff. I have all kinds of scents, what from anise scent, Crayon garlic scent, my personal favorite for creatures. I have my basement brew, which is a very heavy, it's a mix of a shad scent, anise, crayon garlic, very heavy on the natural aspect. It's a very natural scent. I have coffee scent. Not too many people like the coffee, but I have it just in case you would like it. And I also have the grape shad scent. This is my new scent. It's a grape shad. Every single person who I've shown it to has loved it. People who went to the FLW Cup Expo, all the swim baits that I handed out there were scented with the grape shad. Don't get this confused with the color grape shad. This is the scent. It's an anise and a shad and a grape mixed. It's perfect. It's very fruity. It's almost like a man's jelly worm type scent. So, after these worms are dipped, you can see that head is a little bit firmer, a little bit thicker, a little bit more bulky. That's exactly what you want. Now you got this little tip, right? All you do is just cut it, Don't make a flat cut and just round it off. And there's that head of the worm is perfect. It's a perfect little drop shot worm. Do the same exact thing on the big one. Got a little bit of tag end. Cut it and make a round cut. And you have a perfect little drop shot worm. Look for these 2 new baits coming out soon to the Big Boy Baits lineup for the fall and winter drop shot season, and expect more drop shotting videos coming up on Fishing All Day 31. Thanks guys for watching.